Hi, besties. Welcome to my new podcast, Tea and Takes with Simi. It's great to have you here. It's been a long time coming. This will be a space where we would be gisting about, casual things, breaking tables per usual, serious things, psychology, because I'm fascinated by the human mind and human behaviors and all of the things that, form those. I also love tea, like juicy, juicy dates. So we'll definitely be delving into that here as well. So if you just like tea and takes on various subjects, belief systems, if you're open-minded, and just like an interesting person or love to hear an interesting person speaking, I'm here for that. And that's what we're going to be doing here. We'll be sharing stories. I will definitely be giving takes on things. The title has said tea and takes. So yeah, and we'll just be taking different tangents. We'll be having takes and things and just having fun. So I thought of what to speak on for this first episode, and I thought I would speak on starting messy because I had planned to start this podcast for almost, I think, a year now, even longer. But I didn't start it. And then I finally got a microphone, which is what I'm using right now. I bought a microphone, I think, over a month ago, and I was supposed to start then, but I was trying to make it perfect and trying to know all the details. And I'm a planner by nature, and sometimes if you're a planner that way, you end up not getting anything done. So I decided literally right now, it's raining, it's definitely past my bedtime. But I told myself this day would not pass without me starting this. And I just pressed play, let it be imperfect. And I think that that's something we all must learn in real life. I think that the best things that have come to me in life, the best jobs, the best people that have come to me in life came because I was okay with just letting things flow, not allowing things be perfect before I start. Letting things be imperfect, not needing to know all of the details before I begin, and just pressing play. And somehow, some of those things have ended up becoming the best, most memorable things of my life. My job, all of the jobs that have been my most remarkable, they have been because the interview date was imperfect. The person, I wasn't even sure of what the job role was or if it was fitting into what I wanted, but I just decided, like, yeah, whatever, let me just try. And let me just put one foot ahead of the other, and then it would turn out to be really excellent. Some of the friends I've also had in my life, or some of the great loves I have had, it has been because of that as well. So here is just an encouragement to you. Whatever it is you've been wanting to start, that business, applying for that job, cold calling someone or cold mailing someone, whatever it is, even just a hobby, right? Like, even if it's just a hobby that you think will make you happy, like this podcast is doing to me, that you've been wanting to start and you've been overthinking it. I think just press play and allow yourself to be perfect. Who cares, man? Like, who's watching you? Who's going to score you? There's no um there's no first class or prize given for starting something perfectly. You're not going to be given a medal because you created this thing and it was so perfect and it was nobody's really watching. That's the theme of my life. I always try to remind myself that, like, we as humans are just too selfish. And this is not even being, the selfish is not being said in a negative way. We're just being real. We're too self-centered and we're thinking so much about ourselves a lot of times, that we don't have the time to think about what someone else is doing. Even in the cases where someone speaks bad about you, think about it. The max time that they will spend speaking about you is like 5 minutes, and then after that they move on to thinking about themselves again. And even when they are speaking about you, in that time they are still thinking about themselves. It is either to make themselves feel better, to condescend to you might make them feel better about maybe their insecurities or the parts of their life where they are weak. So all in all, it's still about them and not about you. So yeah, because I think that's what makes us not want to start messy sometimes. Is thinking that, like, oh, somebody else is going to think that this was not done well, or they're going to lose interest, or they're going to think this. Maybe you want to do social media, maybe you want to start posting on like TikTok or whatever, and you're like, oh, they're going to find me cringe, or just don't care, because just keep thinking. Tell yourself, like, people are too self-centered to actually think about me. The max they will think about me is 5 minutes, and even in those 5 minutes, they are still thinking about themselves because talking negative about me is just making them feel better about their insecurity. So it's still not about me. They're just projecting. So yeah, let that make you feel better and let that give you permission to start messy. And yeah, I think I'll keep this episode short since it's the first. So yeah, here's to new beginnings and messy starts. Welcome again to Tea and Takes with Simi. I'm so excited. Okay, if you have stayed to the end, I'm very, very grateful. Thank you. Look forward to greater things and us talking about a lot of things, a lot of great, interesting subjects. It's going to be fun. I love it. Okay, toodles.